Are you the nice guy? The one she calls at 2 a.m., crying about the guy who keeps hurting her. The one who listens, who's patient, who remembers her coffee order. The fixer, the helper, the shoulder to cry on. Have you just been nice? And you tell yourself that this is the right thing to do. That eventually she, or your boss, or the world, will finally see your value. They'll finally appreciate all you do. Then one day, you finally work up the courage. You hint at your feelings. And she hits you with the 5 most devastating words in the English language. "Aw, you're like a brother to me." You're not a brother, you're not her therapist, and you're not just a friend, but you've been acting like one, all in the hopes that she would finally give you the love and respect you crave. Instead, you're left feeling invisible, frustrated, and full of a quiet, burning resentment. You're the nice guy, and you're here because you're starting to suspect that being the nice guy is the very reason you're not getting what you want in life. Part 1. The relatability trap, the world of the nice guy identity, and the chronic frustration. Let's be honest, you pride yourself on being a nice guy. It's your identity. You're a giver, a caretaker. You're the first one to help a friend move and the last one to ask for help yourself. Your entire operating system is built on one core principle: avoid conflict. You've learned to be agreeable, to maintain what one psychologist calls a facade of agreeability. You suppress your own feelings and desires to make other people feel good. You believe, on a deep, fundamental level, that if you are just nice enough, accommodating enough, and selfless enough, you will eventually be rewarded with love, approval, and a conflict-free life. But that's not what happens, is it? The reality of your life is a constant, low-grade frustration. You feel like a doormat. You're overlooked for promotions. Your relationships are unfulfilling. You've become, as one analysis puts it, emotionally hollow. You've traded your authenticity for approval, and you've ended up with neither. What you're experiencing isn't just a string of bad luck. It's the result of a failed survival strategy. That nice guy identity isn't truly who you are. It's a suit of armor you built, probably a long time ago, to protect yourself from rejection or a dysfunctional environment. The tragedy is that you're still wearing this armor, and it's suffocating you. The disrespect you feel from the outside is just a reflection of a profound loss of self-identity and self-respect on the inside. Part 2. The realization, the psychological mistakes you've been making. The nice guy is not actually nice. Now we get to the hard part. This is the red pill moment. The reason your strategy is failing is because it's built on a foundation of lies. And the first lie is the word nice itself.
I want to introduce you to a critical, life-changing book. It's called No More Mr. Nice Guy by Dr. Robert A. Glover. Dr. Glover, a psychologist who was himself a nice guy, makes a shocking argument. Nice guys are not nice at all. In fact, they can be the opposite. Why? Because, as Glover points out, the nice guy is fundamentally dishonest. He lies by omission, hiding his true intentions. He uses indirect ways and manipulation to get what he wants. He can be controlling. And he is constantly brewing resentment and anger just beneath the surface. Your niceness is not a virtue. Dr. Glover identifies it as a coping mechanism. It's a flawed strategy you adopted to deal with a deep internal fear. The fear of rejection, the fear of conflict, and the core belief that you are not good enough as you are. The mistake that poisons everything. The covert contract. This brings us to the single most important concept from Dr. Glover's work. If you remember nothing else from this video, remember this. It's called the covert contract. What is a covert contract? It's an unspoken, unconscious, and completely unilateral agreement you have with the world. It sounds like this: I will do this for you, so that you will do this for me, and I will never ever have to ask for it. Think back to our opening scenario. The nice guy's covert contract with the woman was, I will be your 24/7 emotional support, your therapist, and your doormat. And in return, you will one day realize I'm the one you've been looking for and fall in love with me. This giving to get is the entire nice guy operating system. And this is the source of all your resentment. Because here's the kicker. The other person never signed this contract. They don't even know it exists. So when they inevitably break your secret rules, you feel righteously angry and betrayed. And they just feel confused, or worse, creeped out, because they sense the hidden agenda. This is, in essence, a passive form of emotional blackmail. You're not using threats. You're using niceness to create a sense of obligation, and then using passive aggressiveness to inflict guilt when you don't get what you want. And this isn't just about dating. As Dr. Glover's work implies, this is a big covert contract with life. You're doing it with your boss. I'll work overtime, and my boss will just know to give me a raise. You're doing it with your friends. I'll always be the one to pay, and they'll just know to respect me. It's a faulty worldview, and it's poisoning every relationship you have. The aha moment. The difference between nice and kind. So, if being nice is the problem, what's the alternative? Being a jerk? An asshole? This is the nice guy's false dichotomy. The answer isn't to be less good. It's to stop being nice and start being kind. You've been confusing these two words your entire life. Nice is not the same Your niceness is not seen as kindness. It's seen as weakness. As one writer put it, by changing yourself to become who everyone wants you to be, You implicitly invited people to take you for granted. Your people-pleasing is a self-fulfilling prophecy of disrespect. Part 3. The solution. The silent power of boundaries. The tool that changes everything. The host's tone shifts. It's now hopeful, constructive, and empowered. Okay, you've been very patient. We've gone through the what and the why. You've sat through the diagnosis. Now, let's talk about the cure. The antidote to the nice guy and the covert contract is a single, powerful concept: boundaries. To understand this, we're turning to another foundational text. Boundaries. When to say yes, how to say no to take control of your life, by Dr. Henry Cloud and Dr. John Townsend. This book is the playbook for the nice guy's recovery, because the entire nice guy syndrome is, at its core, a boundary failure. What is a boundary, and why doesn't a nice guy have them? What is a boundary? Cloud and Townsend have a great analogy. Think of your life, your mind, your time, and your emotions as your property. A boundary is simply the property line. It's not a wall to keep people out. It's a fence with a gate. It lets the good in and keeps the bad out. A boundary defines you. It clarifies where your responsibilities end and where another person's begin. The nice guy has no boundaries. His property line has been erased. His life is a public park, and he's shocked when people treat it that way. This is why you feel overwhelmed and stressed, because you're taking responsibility for everyone else's emotions, problems, and tasks. Resentful, because people are trespassing on your property, and you're too afraid to tell them to leave. Like you've lost your identity, because without offense, your property has become enmeshed with everyone else's. And here's a critical insight from Cloud and Townsend. When you rescue people, when you fix their problems for them, you think you're being helpful. You're not. You're violating their boundaries. You are, quote, rendering them powerless by not letting them face the natural consequences of their own actions. Your help, your rescuing, is actually a form of disrespect. People don't respect their enablers. They may use them, but they don't respect them. The practical playbook: how to build a boundary, step by step. This is where the theory ends and the action begins. Setting a boundary is a skill. You will be bad at it at first. You will feel anxious, guilty, and selfish. Do it anyway. Start small. Here is your 4-step playbook, based on a consensus of psychological best practices. Step 1. Identify your limits. You can't build a fence if you don't know where your property line is. How do you find it? Listen to your resentment. Resentment is a signal. It's your body telling you a boundary has been crossed. Start small. Don't start with your mother. Start with a coworker who asks you to work late when it's not your job. Step 2. Communicate clearly and simply. Do not be passive-aggressive. Do not be overly emotional. Be direct, clear, and simple. The best tool for this is the I statement. This formula focuses on the behavior, not the person, so it avoids blame. Example: I feel stressed when you ask me to stay late on short notice. I need you to ask me at least a day in advance. Step 3. Be assertive, not aggressive or passive. Your tone is everything. You're not asking for permission. You're not attacking them. You are stating your reality. Be polite but firm. This is the I win, you win stance. It's about respecting yourself and the other person. Step 4. Enforce the consequence. This is the most important step. A boundary without a consequence is just a suggestion. It's a nice guy's wish. A boundary only becomes real when you enforce it. Example: I feel disrespected when you talk over me. If you do it again, I'm going to end the conversation. And then, you must be willing actually to end the conversation. If you don't, you've just taught them that your words mean nothing. Overcoming the inevitable backlash from others and yourself. I need to be honest with you. The moment you do this, two things will happen. First, you will feel an overwhelming wave of guilt. Your people-pleasing, safe behavior will scream at you that you are being selfish and bad. This is a normal part of the process. You must accept this discomfort. It's the feeling of emotional growth. Second, they will push back. People who are used to using you, like controllers or emotional blackmailers, will not like your new fence. They will call you selfish. They will get angry. They will try to guilt-trip you. And here is the single most freeing idea in this entire video. You are not responsible for other people's emotional reactions to your boundaries. Let me repeat that. You are not responsible for their feelings. Your only job is to state your needs calmly and enforce your consequences respectfully. The new beginning, the integrated male. This journey of setting boundaries, of facing conflict, of risking rejection, is what finally destroys the nice guy persona. And it's what allows a new man to emerge. Let's go back to Dr. Robert Glover for a moment. He calls this new man the integrated male. This is the man who has overcome the nice guy syndrome. What does he look like? He has a strong sense of self. It's the only one that leads back to you.